All right, welcome in Super Metroid speedrun fans. That's right. We've got more Super Metroid multi-category tournament action heading your way here on SpeedGaming. I'm the Hockey Towner, and I'm feeling honored and privileged to bring you tonight's any percent all bosses race between Nintoaster and Maisgueuh. Let's give a huge round of applause for both runners. They've both readied up and they're ready for action. Looks like they're starting off on Ceres Station, the bastion of science in this galaxy. So both runners are flying down those stairs, passing by a bunch of corpses. RIP scientists, press F to pay respects to the fallen scientists on Ceres Station. And that's a wrap, folks. This race is over. Both runners finishing with a time of 40 seconds. They have found the Baby Metroid. But wait, no, they haven't found the Baby Metroid, or maybe they found a lot more. Looks like Ridley's going to snatch up that Baby Metroid and send our runners flying across the room with 24 energy. Our runners damage themselves down so that they can skip through the otherwise a lengthy cutscene. And now they're making their escape off of Ceres Station. We've gone from blue to red, so as an exercise to the audience, you can decide whether Ceres Station is moving away from your monitor or towards it. All right, Nintoaster and Maisgueuh making their way through the tile rooms into the wall jump room, as I like to call it. Maisgueuh finishing up with a time of 44.32. Oh, Nintoaster took a little bit of a tumble, finishing up with a 39.26, but not far behind. Don't you worry, Nintoaster. You can dust yourself off and try again. There's plenty more any percent all bosses race ahead of us. So both of our runners will be making their way down to the surface of planet Zebes. And in this any percent all bosses category, we will see every boss in this game. Not just the Golden Four statue bosses, but all of the mini bosses too. So I hope you're as excited as this commentator is for more Super Metroid multi-category tournament action. It's been a busy week so far. We've seen some great races. GG's to White Mage Becky and Sloters on their fantastic 100% item race held on this very channel just moments before this one. Both runners making their way down Parlor. Maisgueuh heading down the reverse climb, utilizing that Moonfall. Nintoaster opting to use Moonfall as well, so we have a pair of Moonfall openers for these runners. And now both runners heading down into the bathed in blue light retro Brinstar. Such a cool recreation of the Nestroid screens from the very beginning of that game. And picking up their first major item, the Morphing Ball. But it's not a ball that morphs, but more an item that allows Samus to morph into a ball herself. Maisgueuh and Nintoaster both heading down Construction Zone to pick up the first minor item collection of the game, the Missile Pack. For those of you new to Super Metroid speedrunning, the missiles are an essential item for pickup in this game. Not only do they allow you to damage enemies, but you can open pink doors by using 5 of them, and they're one of 2 items that can hurt Mother Brain 1. Both runners heading back up to Old Tory and having collected their items and kick-starting the rest of the game. All enemies are spawned on Criteria on the planet Zebes. Maisgueuh first into the reverse climb, going with, I should say just the climb, not the reverse climb. They're going forwards, Hockey. They're not going backwards. Looked like he was going to open with right side wall jumps, but now electing to use ledge grabs. Nintoaster also using ledge grabs and actually making up a bit of time here. He's actually taking the lead. Nintoaster up through Parlor now. Maisgueuh shortly behind. Both runners are going to be heading to the right and down. If you orient yourself to the map, they're going to be heading to the first mini-boss of the game, Bomb Chorizo. Both runners are entering Bomb Chorizo with 100% energy, but 0 missiles because they had to open the door. So that'll guarantee some missile drops from Bomb Chorizo. They'll utilize their pea shooter shots in multiples of 5 and a fusillade of missiles delivered straight to the chest of Bomb Chorizo in order to avoid the dreaded decapitation animation. Great opener from Nintoaster here. Continues to slam BT with missiles and finishes him off without triggering that decapitation animation. Maisgueuh, same thing, picking up those missile packs. Oh, but gets a decapitation animation. That's all right. Finishes off BT with a quick missile. Nintoaster's back up into Parlor now. Going for the Alcatraz escape maneuver. Perfect execution. First try for Nintoaster. Nintoaster's heading now into a room called Terminator because they'll be back through that room. Maisgueuh with a first try Alcatraz with a right side wall jump. Very nice strat. So we got a pretty close race here as our runners are going to head toward Green Brinstar. Nintoaster tanking his way through those space pirates. No need to destroy them. Use those iframes to skip through about half of them. And Maisgueuh following shortly behind as Nintoaster reaches the Brinstar elevator. Nintoaster, the first one to reach the first major sequence break of the game. The early supers gotten there with a mock ball. Gotten there. What amazing grammar from this commentator. It's achieved. Early supers is achieved by using a sequence break, which is also. Oh my goodness! Someone pulled a plug on this guy. No, the early supers mock ball. You use that to get to the early supers. That's right, because that's its name. But the mock ball is a movement technique that allows you to keep your run speed while in ball form. Normally, in a casual playthrough, you would need Speed Booster to reach those supers. But thankfully, thanks to the amazing technology at hand here in Super Metroid speedrunning, they're able to make it through no sweat using that mock ball movement technique. Whew, good recovery, Aki. Getting a little tongue-tied here tonight. But hey, that's okay. Just like if these runners make a mistake, they can dust themselves off and try again. So too can your commentator. So Nintoaster first to reach the charge beam while Maisgueuh picks up the charged missiles. This is a pretty close race, folks. So I hope you're buckled in, strapped in, got your favorite beverage, maybe a little snack, maybe some popcorn. Because we're going to have ourselves a good old-fashioned slobber knocker, a real barn burner tonight. Nintoaster in the Green Hill Zone, utilizing that mock ball, but not to get early supers because he's already got them. And a nice little D-boost off of a side hopper there to make it through Green Hill Zone. No problem at all. Similar movement technique from Maisgueuh as he hits through Green Hill Zone. Nintoaster, both these runners, Nintoaster and Maisgueuh, setting nice paces as Nintoaster reaches Red Brinstar into Red Tower. Heading all the way downtown. Nintoaster safely destroying that Cack Attack in the middle and avoiding those Samus, avoiding those grabby enemies whose name escapes me. Forget about their names, Hockey. Just tell the people what they're doing. So Maisgueuh, same strats as Nintoaster heads into Kraid's Lair. Oh, it just missed the end of that platform with a quick wall jump recovery. Nice movement from Nintoaster. Looks like Meisgueuh got a little bit bonked on the ceiling there outside Kraid's lair, but again, nice recovery with a wall jump off of that platform. Nintoaster about to destroy Mini Kraid and pick up all those lovely super missile drops. Meanwhile, Meisgueuh not far behind in party zone. All right, Nintoaster setting up for the Kraid quick kill. For those of you new to Super Metroid speedrunning, it is possible to stun lock Kraid and fire supers into his mouth until he is dead. Looks like Nintoaster's going for the missile setup. Perfect execution from Nintoaster. That is a textbook missile Kraid quick kill. Meisgueuh with a similar strategy to use Morph Ball on the edge of that platform to reduce lag. And we'll see him set up for his Kraid quick kill. This time going with a charge beam setup. Have to land 4 supers, and he does. Kraid goes down. Nobody's taking Kraid to prom today. Kraid is a wallflower once more for both of these runners, and both runners have picked up their Varia suits. 50% damage reduction from the Varia suit, as well as protection from superheated rooms. All right, Nintoaster back through party zone, avoiding those key hunters by jumping through the door transition. Very wisely done. We'll see if he stops over at the janitor's closet of Kraid's warehouse. Yes, he elects to stop there, pick up an extra energy tank, because you know what they say, mo energy, mo better. Meisgueuh, on the other hand, having to tank some damage against those key hunters, did not jump through the door transition, but hey, that's okay. He's still putting on a great pace, a great performance. And he's also like to stop at the janitor's closet of Kraid's warehouse to pick up that coveted E-Tank. Nintoaster now the first one down into Business Center, into Norfair, heading down to get that high jump, and again, perhaps picking up that energy tank, perhaps not, but definitely unlocking the door by defeating that Sova. And here, I think we're going to have a little high five here as Meisgueuh makes his way into the high jump room as well. Also electing to unlock the door by defeating the Sova and skipping the energy tank for the exit. So our first little high five here, a very close race so far. And as our runners continue their Norfair cleanup, all those great movement and beam weapons in Norfair to pick up, I'd like to remind you that the Super Metroid Multi-Category Tournament 2020 has a cash prize pool for the top 16 playoff that will follow the Swiss rounds of this tournament. And those cash prizes are provided by Mega Cat Studios and Balls Guarana. Energy drink of choice of at least one Super Metroid speedrunner, if not most of them. No, just kidding. We don't have any data on that, but Balls Guarana, great sponsor. Same with Mega Cat Studios. Nintoaster has summited Bubble Mountain while Meisgueuh attempts to summit Bubble Mountain himself. Gotta dethrone that King Cack-Attack at the top of the mountain, avoid that waiver. Meanwhile, Nintoaster has picked up his speed booster. Now, the tricky thing about Speed Booster is it's really unclear from its name what it does. No, I'm just kidding. Of course we know what Speed Booster does. It boosts your speed. But as we have belabored since the beginning of this tournament. Oh, Toasty Muff is in chat. Yeah, perfect segue. Commentator, are there some cool things you can do with this upgrade? Yes, so Speed Booster enables higher velocity, faster movement speed, and boosted speed because there is a difference between movement speed and just regular old speed. But the more important and cool thing about it is that Samus can take all of her fast, a unitless, ethereal something called fast. She can store all of her fast at once and unleash her fast in a movement technique known as the Shine Spark. So here we have the runners with another little high five, this time in double chamber. Nintoaster's exiting while Maisgueuh is entering to grab those wave missiles and the wave beam. But Nintoaster heading back up to Bubble Mountain. We haven't seen any of that unleashed fast yet, but we sure will in short order. Nintoaster now heading into the Frogway, utilizing his boosted speed to just blast through those enemies and those blocks, all the way past the save room and back up into Business Center. I know, Chad, I'm on the edge of my seat as well. I can't wait to see some of this crazy tech from this boosted speed, utilizing the speed booster. Nintoaster is back up into Criteria, passing through the Meridia Tube. Meanwhile, Maisgueuh making his way through the Frogway. How fast is fast? Well, it's fast enough, chat. We'll just leave it at that. Fast enough for Samus to fly through the air in up to 5 different directions if she's Shine Sparking. Nintoaster making his way up Red Tower. Gonna be heading and grabbing a power bomb pack and then likely heading to Wreck Ship to battle with the ghost with the most reset runs. A terrific Red Tower climb from Nintoaster, using that ledge grab at the final second after blasting through that block. Really nice movement from Nintoaster. Maisgueuh, though, setting up for the Alpha Spark. This is the first opportunity to unleash the fast, and Maisgueuh does perfectly, a perfect Alpha Spark. Nintoaster goes for the swiggity, swaggy damage boost into Alpha PB's room, but unfortunately gets chomped on by a Vileplume. No problem at all. He's got his first power bomb pack and sticks the exit on the damage boost, exiting Alpha PBs. Maisgueuh now about to climb up Red Tower. Oh, takes a little damage from the Ripper. Let's hope that block doesn't respawn. Oh, commentator curse perhaps, and more damage from the Ripper, but that's all right. Maisgueuh can dust himself off and try again. And Maisgueuh does dust himself off and try again, and this time he's perfectly successful, making his way up Red Tower and through the Hellway with a couple of damage boosts. Nintoaster has reached the Criteria surface, laying some critical power bombs to open up some power bomb doors, and now we'll see him spark across the moat on his way to the wrecked ship. Maisgueuh showing off that movement technique with more damage boost, crossing over those Vileplumes and spikes. And here Nintoaster with a perfect execution of an ocean fly, continuing his spark across the moat over the ocean all the way to the wrecked ship. Very nice from Nintoaster. So the unleashed fast is on display from both of these runners early. Under 20 minutes into this race, and we're already on the edge of our seats, folks. This is an exciting race and in a very, very interesting category. Looks like Nintoaster's the first one to reach Phantoon. We'll see what sort of patterns this ghost has in store for Nintoaster. Maisgueuh, on the other hand, crossing over the moat, picking up the missile pack, firing a missile beforehand to hopefully open the door. Oh, couldn't quite get that missile connect, so he'll have to go with the Ocean Spark here. Looks like a slow pattern from Phantoon. Boo to you, Phantoon. Where's the fun in that? And Nintoaster landing, I believe, 2 of the 4 X-Factor particles. Went for the X-Factor finish on Phantoon there. But the particles have cleared, and now he can fire regular beams and missiles. He's setting up with another charge shot. He's going to try to nail Phantoon with another X Factor. Now switches to missiles. Just blasting Phantoon in that annoyingly fast shutting eye of his. This might be a good opportunity for Maisgueuh to catch up if he can have some good Phantoon patterns. Ooh, Nintoaster's got to be careful here. He's only got 27 HP. Give him your energy, Chad. Nintoaster needs it now more than ever. 62 HP. Good management of the flames. The eye snaps shut. What a troll from this Phantoon. Maisgueuh, on the other hand, setting up against Phantoon himself. Looks like Nintoaster's setting up to deal some serious damage to the ghost, and he does. That ghost is busted. Nintoaster survives, lives to fight another day. Maisgueuh continues his fight against Phantoon. Energy looking not as bad as Nintoaster's, but with Phantoon, expect the impossible, expect the unexpected. Those energy drops couldn't come at a more crucial time for Nintoaster, and Maisgueuh appreciates them as well. Now, Maisgueuh landing some crucial missiles there and landing all 4 X-Factor particles on Phantoon. Phantoon is very red now. And Maisgueuh finishes off Phantoon with a super, very nice fight. Nintoaster picking up some very, very good ammunition here. Another super missile pack. And he'll be heading back up to the attic. But unfortunately, it's not just a bunch of boxes of old knickknacks in this attic. Oh no, it's full of, I would say it's chock-a-block full of enemies that have to be destroyed before the doors can unlock. So Nintoaster wisely lays a power bomb, sets up, uses a little speed keep there, and just blasts through those key hunters and atomics. All right, looks like Nintoaster's getting ready to go bowling. Meanwhile, Maisgueuh is heading up to the attic himself. He's got power bomb selected, so you know he's going to soften up all those enemies with a power bomb. We'll see if he sets up for the attic spark. It looks like he's got some good run speed. He's got the spark. Oh, but smashes into the glass. That's all right. He's got super selected, and he's dealing that damage to those key hunters and atomics, and unlocks the door, and he's through the attic. Meanwhile, Nintoaster gets a little breather, gets to the Chozo statue that's going to take him to the gravity suit item. Gets to relax a little bit while that Chozo statue does his thing, mowing through those spikes and walking down some invisible stairs. And for all of Nintoaster's work, he is rewarded handsomely with the gravity suit. Not only a sweet purple paint job, but friction-free movement through the water, as well as 75% damage reduction. For novices like me, that damage reduction is crucial. Now Maisgueuh is into the Chozo bowling cutscene, so he gets a little breather himself. But Nintoaster is going to be heading all the way back down Brinstar and likely heading to Meridia. All right, Maisgueuh has finished his bowling frame, so now he's picking up Gravity Suit, upgrading his swag by up to infinity%. Nintoaster setting up for more damage boot. Well, actually, no, with low health like that, oh, he still goes for it. Wow, I gotta hand it to Nintoaster. Pulling out all the stops here, going for a quick farm from those bugs, but also the swiggity swaggy D-boost across the Hellway, going the other way. Meanwhile, Maisgueuh's back up into Red Brinstar as Nintoaster gracefully falls down Red Tower. On his way to the depths of Meridia, mysterious underwater Meridia. But Maisgueuh not far behind, only a couple screens away. He's making his way through Hellway now. A couple of bunny hops to cross there, maintaining his energy. Allow him to catch up a little bit, as Nintoaster did elect to farm while he was at the end of Hellway. But Nintoaster's the first one to reach Meridia, and he'll have a mini boss and a big boss to deal with in this section of the game. Maisgueuh with some really nice moonfalls there down Red Tower at the top and the bottom screens of that Red Tower. So definitely making up some time, making up some distance between him and Nintoaster. Nintoaster went for the Everest Spark, but I believe he bonked, but nice backup with wall jumps. Really nicely done from Nintoaster. Heading down to Aqueduct. Meanwhile, Maisgueuh's not far behind as he makes his way into Meridia. But Nintoaster the first to reach Batwoon here. We'll see Maisgueuh set up for an Everest Spark here. Perfectly executed, scales Everest the first time. And now Nintoaster's going to open up with a X Factor, the decalled strat, landing all 4 particles on Batwoon, and then pounding Batwoon with super missiles. A terrific fight from Nintoaster. The 1-round Batwoon, very nicely done. Maisgueuh, though, definitely putting on a show here, catching up to Nintoaster. He's only 1 mini boss, 1 room behind. Looks like Nintoaster's going to be setting up for Halfy here. He's going to store up all that fast, quickly wall jump all the way up, and he sparks across the Coliseum for the Halfy. Very nicely done from Nintoaster. Maisgueuh landing those supers against Batwoon. He's got the massive color change on Batwoon. Just got to land a couple of charge shots, and Batwoon will be defeated in short order. So Nintoaster definitely picking up the pace, turning on the afterburners as he heads into Dragon. No supers, though. Didn't elect to farm after Batwoon. But he's got enough missiles to destroy the turrets, and a couple of power bombs for some X Factor opener, I should say, against Dragon. Looks like Maisgueuh decided to turn back and do a little bit of farming, upgrade that super count. Meanwhile, Nintoaster with the 1-2 combo, though, the jab cross combo there. The X Factor into Shine Spark against Dragon, well executed. Now continuing to short charge, waiting for Dragon to goop, and flying across and landing that Shine Spark right on Dragon. And Nintoaster finishes off Dragon. That was a very, very rapid, very clean fight. Maisgueuh heading across the Coliseum, using damage boosts on the spikes to just go that much faster. And Nintoaster picks up the space jump. So now Maisgueuh into Dragon. We got a nice little high five here in Dragon's room. However, Nintoaster's exiting while Maisgueuh is entering. Looks like Maisgueuh going to open up with that 1-2 combo as well, the Shine Spark X Factor. Nintoaster, I believe, set up for Womple Jump here. His momentum carrying him all the way across Coliseum while he's using that space jump. Really nicely from Nintoaster. Really nicely done from Nintoaster. Looks like Maisgueuh setting up with some Shine Sparks against Dragon here. Looking for that belly to change colors. That's how you know that Dragon is being damaged. Nintoaster heading through the depths of Meridia to grab that coveted plasma beam. Meanwhile, Maisgueuh waiting for the opportunity to strike like a cobra against the shrimp. Now going with missiles, delivering missiles to the belly of Dragon. Sets up a Shine Spark, which, just barely missed as Dragon swooped instead of gooped. Nintoaster's got his plasma beam, so his beam power has been upgraded substantially to be able to try it out on these pink pirates. Maisgueuh clearing away the goop with a power bomb and then finishing off Dragon with a fusillade of regular missiles. Well done from Maisgueuh. And with that, folks, Maisgueuh will pick up his space jump while Nintoaster is going to head all the way to the toilet and exit Meridia, having defeated both the mini-boss and the boss. So the clock has been ticking for over 30 minutes now. The bosses are dropping like flies from both of these runners. Bounty Hunter Samus Aran just bringing the heat to all of the minions of Mother Brain here on Planet Zebes tonight. Maisgueuh keeping excellent space jump rhythm as he crosses the Coliseum. Nintoaster, though, is all the way back to the beginning of Meridia. Maisgueuh making his way through Cack-Attack Alley, no problems there. Nintoaster with a quick farm from these bugs before exiting Meridia for the last time. Now Nintoaster's probably going to pick up Ice Beam and hopefully hit Croc while he's at it, and then he's just got three more bosses to contend with, as long as he remembers to grab Spore Spawn on his exit. So both our runners going to pick up some beam upgrades. Maisgueuh heading to the plasma room guarded by those pink pirates. Meanwhile, Nintoaster heading for that ice beam guarded by slightly more docile enemies in those Sovas. So with the ice beam pickup, Nintoaster has completed his beam combination for this route. He's got Charge, Ice, Wave, Plasma, and he'll be able to defeat most enemies in short order with that combination. Maisgueuh dealing the damage to those pink pirates and exiting the room in a tidy fashion. Nintoaster blowing open the floor and heading down to the Crocomire Speedway. So he'll be tangling with that eight-eyed Crocomire in no time at all. Maisgueuh, on the other hand, has paid the toll. He's going down the toilet with a super missile to the door. And Nintoaster going to show off that plasma beam against Crocomire. Just blasting Croc in one shot and then moonwalking, just stunting on poor Crocomire. Just moonwalking away. Just giving Croc the business right here. Well executed from Nintoaster. Nintoaster set up for looked like a spike suit there. Maisgueuh, on the other hand, has reached Norfair, so he'll go grab his ice beam. And oh my god, a giant skeleton just burst through the wall and collapsed in front of Nintoaster. That's right, that's all that's left of Crocomire. Maisgueuh with a really nice speedball there, making it across to Ice Beam. Meanwhile, Nintoaster continuing the so-called south route to Lower Norfair. Nintoaster maintaining his momentum as he space jumps across the lava, and now he's headed down to the entrance to Lower Norfair. Maisgueuh exiting Ice Beam, gonna head and blast away Croc with one shot, one kill. As long as Nintoaster remembers to turn, very wisely taking a save here before going down to Lower Norfair. I was going to say, as long as Nintoaster heads to the left when he reaches Lower Norfair, he'll be sure to battle with Golden Chorizo. But I suppose he could green gate glitch his way to Golden Chorizo as well. And that looks like what he's electing to do. He's got 5 supers, so 5 tries at that green gate glitch. Meanwhile, Maisgueuh also just, look at these runners just stunting on poor Croc. Just moonwalking away. As War Drinker in chat said to Croc, just beat it. And a very nice green gate glitch from Nintoaster. He's got 1 super left. So he'll head down and enter GT's room and blow GT away with those charged plasma shots. Nintoaster trapping GT in the corner. All GT can do is jump up and down and harmlessly just expel item drops from his mouth, and he's already dead. Nintoaster making short work of poor Golden Chorizo. And speaking of short work, Maisgueuh's through Crocomire. The skeleton has collapsed in front of him, and he's exiting and continuing on that south route. Nintoaster is setting up to unleash his fast after picking up Screw Attack. He's going to spark through the ceiling. Very rapid movement thanks to that boosted speed from the Speed Booster. Screw Attack is a great comfy item. It makes Lower Norfair that much easier. And Nintoaster storing up more fast, unleashing all that fast in the fast pillar spark. Very nice from Nintoaster. And now Nintoaster showing off the utility of that Screw Attack, turning the worst room in the game simply into another room in the game. Now Maisgueuh heads down into Lower Norfair. He's going to go fight Golden Chorizo himself. Nintoaster flying across and space jumping through Amphitheater as he continues his descent towards Ridley. Nintoaster just screw attacking through those key hunters. No funny business. And a first try, I believe, from Maisgueuh on that green gate glitch. Well executed. Nintoaster's into Wasteland. He's got to deal with these Deskigas. They do pack a wallop, but he wisely shoots them to use their iframes against him, passing harmlessly right through them. Maisgueuh picking up the screw attack before entering GT. Doesn't have to remember it on the way out because he's already got it. So Nintoaster doing battle with these metal pirates, using super missiles to destroy them with impunity. Maisgueuh, on the other hand, stun locking poor GT in the corner and finishing him off very quickly. Nice fight from Maisgueuh. Nintoaster's not messing around. He's got more bosses to fight. A swiggity swag spark up through the ceiling from Maisgueuh as Nintoaster opens up against Ridley. It'll take 20 shots for each of these runners to do away with Ridley for good. 900 damage means 18,000 HP for Ridley. Maisgueuh using that screw attack and maintaining his high energy count instead of sparking across those pillars. And again, making worst room in the game look trivial. Just another room in the game for Maisgueuh. Nintoaster's got Ridley on the ropes, and Ridley is defeated, picking up Samus in ball form and exploding And oh, Megu's got to be careful here. He fell down into the acid of amphitheater, but good recovery as he makes his way towards that top platform. Nintoaster going to make his lower Norfair escape, just flying right by those ninja pirates that are also made of metal. And both runners entering Wasteland. This is another high five from both of these runners. And Nintoaster's got to be careful here. These spikes do a lot of damage. Those platforms are brutal. And now Maisgueuh can open up against these metal pirates with some charged plasma shots. A really nice keep a speedball for Nintoaster to make it out of Wasteland. Very nicely done. And Maisgueuh makes short work of those metal pirates. They are defeated. There's only one big boss left in Norfair for Maisgueuh. Nintoaster, though, heading all the way back up top, having already dispatched Ridley. Maisgueuh opening up against Ridley with those charged plasma shots. Taking advantage of Ridley's pogo pattern to just trap him in the corner and just pound away with those charged plasma shots. Nintoaster, though, making his way past the three musketeers, those key hunters, and just screw attacking right through him. No messing around from Nintoaster. And that will complete his lower Norfair exit. Maisgueuh's got Ridley damaged down to almost minimum HP. Ridley starting to charge at Maisgueuh. And Ridley picks up Maisgueuh. Ridley is destroyed. Nice fight from Maisgueuh. Nintoaster heading through the Frogway once again, using that speed booster. And Maisgueuh beginning his long slog back up through lower Norfair and all the dangers that lie ahead. All right, if this ready percent, if you're used to seeing the runners go up through Meridian this KPDR route, well, you're in for a treat because this is any percent all bosses category. There's still one more mini boss to defeat from both of these runners, and Nintoaster will be the first to reach him. That's right, folks. The first appearance, perhaps, in this tournament from Spore Spawn. Nintoaster going to be heading all the way back up Big Pink into Green Brinstar to do battle with that Spore Spawn. Nintoaster really putting it on here, just flying up through Green Hill Zone, using that space jump to great effect. Well done from Nintoaster, and he's all the way back up into Big Pink. Maisgueuh continues to his lower Norfair escape, making his way past those seahorse enemies, and now just has to contend with the three musketeers, the key hunters, guarding the exit of lower Norfair. But with screw attack, no sweat whatsoever. Very quick movement from Maisgueuh. Nintoaster destroying the key hunters to unlock the door to Spore Spawn. And if he's careful, he'll be able to one-shot Spore Spawn with that charged plasma beam. Maisgueuh flying through the Frogway and Nintoaster delivering that deadly charged plasma shot to Spore Spawn, destroying him in one hit. Maisgueuh with a really nice space boost across that save point back up through Business Center. Terrific movement from both of these runners. I'm always impressed by any of the entrants in this tournament, just showing off the swag, showing off that movement technique in what could be one of the more technical speedrun games in existence. But Maisgueuh's leaving Norfair for the last time. He's back up through Brinstar. He's made it back to Brinstar. Nintoaster going straight up Green Brinstar shaft all the way back to G4. How convenient is that routing? Saving Spore Spawn for last. Maisgueuh climbing back up Red Tower, heading towards Spore Spawn. Meanwhile, Nintoaster about to enter G4 and having to sit through yet another cutscene. But hey, it gives his runners a nice little break to collect themselves before one of the more challenging sections of the game, whether speedrunning or casually. Maisgueuh into Big Pink. Meanwhile, the statues continue to be obliterated on Nintoaster's screen. Maisgueuh's just got to get a couple of precise wall jumps here to make his way all the way up to Spore Spawn. So Nintoaster journeying down the elevator down to Torian while Maisgueuh gets ready to face off against Spo, the DLC content available from Nintendo for this Super Metroid speedrun game. So Nintoaster going to enter these Metroid rooms and freeze them and destroy them, maintaining his energy count. Oh, Maisgueuh missed the first cycle. Let's see if he can set up for the second one. Nice little grouping strat here from Nintoaster, able to dispatch 2 Metroids for the price of 1. And now Spore Spawn giving Maisgueuh exactly the location he needs to deliver that charge shot. No waiting about for the death animation. As soon as Spore Spawn takes damage, you can just get the heck out of there and head to G4. Getting a correction here from this commentator. Maisgueuh did not miss Spore Spawn. It was completely intentional. Well, I stand corrected, Maisgueuh. That's my bad. Nintoaster's all the way through the Metroid rooms, getting set up to do baby skip. Looks like he's got the jump rope here. Just got to clear away the... Oh, he gets snatched at the last second. He had all the moss cleared away, but Nintoaster having to take that one. The baby skip, as it's called. Meanwhile, Maisgueuh about to head into G4 himself. Nintoaster will need to do a quick recharge before he can continue down to Mother Brain. All right, Nintoaster has recharged. Meanwhile, Maisgueuh waiting for those statues to implode themselves. We'll see what sort of Zeb skip Nintoaster goes for here. I believe he got a nice little moonfall. Very nice technique. I believe he's setting up for a speed Zeb skip here. Going to see a very short charge. Oh, didn't quite get it, but he freezes the Rinka, going with the still called standard ice Zeb skip here. And turning off screw attack, good call from Nintoaster. It is impossible to execute because, as Maniacal told me, the screw attack resets your iframes instantly. And Nintoaster is through. Very nicely done. Good backup from Nintoaster. Maisgueuh heading into these Metroid rooms, destroying them as he goes. Freeze them in place and blast them with missiles. Nintoaster making extremely short work of Mother Brain 1. Let's see how he does against Mother Brain 2. It'll take 20 charged plasma ice wave shots. And Mother Brain has come to life, and Nintoaster's ready for it as he continues to pelt her with plasma shots. Meanwhile, Maisgueuh's into the last Metroid room. He's got good group here. Oh, but he gets snatched at the last minute. Tries to roll back into his bomb. Oh, he gets snatched again. You can do it, Maisgueuh. You can dust yourself off. Try again. Blast those Metroids, and he is through. Nintoaster getting a quick haircut from that ketchup beam. He's got to be careful, but he's already into the cutscene. Well done from Nintoaster. Alright, while Nintoaster waits for the baby to save the day and way through the cutscene before Mother Brain 3, it looks like Maisgueuh's setting up for baby Skip here against the baby Metroid. He's clearing away that moss. He's got the jump rope, continuing to spin jump around him. Morphs midair at the last second, and he's got the baby Skip. Well done from Maisgueuh. No need for a refill here. He can go straight on through to Mother Brain. And Maisgueuh also setting up for Speed Zevskip and also getting that swiggity swaggy moonfall descent outside of Mother Brain's chambers. And now deactivating screw attack, just as Nintoaster did before him, to make his way through that Zebetite. Well executed from Maisgueuh. Nintoaster starting off against Mother Brain 3. He's got to land 36 of those Hyper Beam shots. Maisgueuh cleverly standing on those Rinkas to line up his shots, and now freezing them all in place and just blasting Mother Brain with missiles, finishing off Mother Brain 1 as Nintoaster finishes off Mother Brain 3. So as Maisgueuh starts his fight, Nintoaster's going to begin his escape from Zebes, because the whole place is going to explode in a giant fireball. But Maisgueuh getting a nice pattern here, a couple bomb drops and a french fry, but delivering plenty of damage. Oh, he's got to watch his HP here. He's got 12 HP higher than he needs. Holy smokes. Oh, he took a ketchup beam. Oh, no. Very tough luck for Maisgueuh. That was a really terrific run. And Maisgueuh has forfeit from the race. GG's to Maisgueuh. That was a terrific attempt. Very, very, very unfortunate that those stupid ketchup beams did that. Nintoaster has completed all of his sparking and all of his escaping, heading all the way to the ship. And never has the ship looked so good. Nintoaster finishes up this race in first with an official SRL time of 54 minutes and 6 seconds. GG's to both runners, and congrats on the W to Nintoaster. All right, we'll see if these runners will join us for an interview. And meanwhile, we'll look ahead to the schedule. So right now, we've got a match over on SpeedGaming 5. We've got Beeps versus Iora with commentary from Sloters27. And later tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we've got P-Toil versus Freya's Spirit with commentary from Cerberot. That match is going to be over on SpeedGaming 4. And now let's welcome in our runner-up, Maisgueuh. GG is really unfortunate there at that Mother Brain 2 fight.
Anyway, I lost this race, but I also lose this run. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the GG.
I thought he put on a great performance. It was really great to see you guys race. Pretty close at the beginning. It looked like Nintoaster started to pull away, but you still put up a heck of a fight. So GG's to you, Maisgueuh.
Oh yeah, I watched for Nintoaster as well. He's definitely better than me, so I'm okay with that. And really bad Maridia. I don't know what happened with Dragon. I was unable to charge my spark. Hey Nin, what's up?
Hey, welcome in Nintoaster. GG's and congrats on the W in your round 2 match of the Super Metroid Multi-Category Tournament 2020.
Hey, thank you. How's it going, guys?
GG.
GG, man. Can you hear me okay? I'm not sure my mic was set up properly.
Yeah, perfectly.
Yep, we read you loud and clear, Nintoaster. So, you are the winner of this week's match. Heading into next week, what are both of you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to videoing RBO and Low Ice personally. Everyone.
Well spoken. What about you, Maisgueuh?
Well, I have no idea. Let's see what's going on. Not RBO for me. I'm not prepared for this.
Oh, I think you're doing a terrific job so far. Just a little bit of bad luck there at Mother Brain 2. Other than that, it was a very, very good race.
I panicked too much.
Yeah, I panicked during Fan 2, and that was
I lose control.
Well, I thought you both did an excellent job, and we're looking forward to seeing you in action in the weeks to come in this multi-category tournament.
Awesome. Thanks for commentating.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Always love to commentate, especially for a race that was as good as this one. I love any % all bosses, so thank you guys very much for putting on a terrific show. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Do you have any closing remarks from either of you?
No, it was nice to hear you commentating.
Well, thank you so much. I look forward to commentating in the future. Nintoaster, any closing remarks?
Nothing on my mind, really. Yeah, just looking forward to the way the rest of the tournament turns out. It's got some good categories, so we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely, and we thank you both for your participation in this multi-category tournament. And very, very special shout-outs to SpeedGaming for hosting this tournament, all the volunteers and all the staff that have worked so hard to put it on. And a very, very special shout-out to the Super Metroid Multi-Category Tournament 2020 tournament organizers. Without you, this tournament wouldn't even be possible.
Yes, thank you guys.
So, absolutely. So there's plenty more Super Metroid Multi-Category Tournament action heading your way this weekend. Be sure to check the schedule for your favorite runners and go cheer them on in chat. And with that, I am the Hockey Towner, your commentator for this evening, and wishing you all a very pleasant evening. And we'll see you next mission.
Adios.
See you guys. Thank you very much.